AI is a big fad right now, or it has a lot of momentum. I won't even call it a fad. It's proving to be beneficial. And with that, I'm hearing this debate come up again, and I've heard it in the past, which is like, could there be a digital broker? Brokers' jobs are at risk. The bank's going to pour $100 million into this AI that's just going to do mortgages for us. And I think Scotia has tried. I don't know how far they got, but here's a question. I'll stop talking after this. Do you think that is a risk in the next X amount of years? Is there going to be a digital broker where a mortgage broker is no longer needed?
You said one important thing there. You said X number of years. I
Mm,
think that's a key thing here. How many years will this take? So I'm Gen X. My generation, they're huge in tech, still need the human, right? I would say maybe the kids of the millennials,
okay.
maybe they will get close to it. Here's what I think is going to happen. So people like myself will be around the longest, as long as we can live. We're going to be around the longest. Okay. The folks that are still doing the spreadsheet thing, okay, not staying in contact with their clients, not embracing where their clients are, okay, not bringing client portals, and we even have a realtor portal now, like not bringing that stuff to people, they're gone first. Okay,
Yeah.
they'll keep their existing clients, but they might not grow too much. When you say X number of years, 10, 15, okay?
Okay.
And then the folks like myself, again, the Gen X group who's really kind of knee deep into this, they'll be able to sell out their book, or they'll be able to kind of transition out that way. The more understanding you have of what AI is and what it isn't, that will serve you well going forward. I use it all the time, right?
Yeah.
But until AI becomes emotion based, it's not there yet.
Yeah.
We're not far. Like I said, I think maybe the millennials kids might get there, but we're not there yet. All
Yeah.
right. If you're not on people's phones, if you are not an app on somebody's phone, do you exist? Right?
Yeah,
Think
that's a
about
good way of putting it. And
it. Right?
again, I remember doing a little interview like this many years back, and I'll bring him up again. But it was Ron, and he was just saying, like, if you're the broker going to a Tim Hortons and meeting with people, and this was maybe 4 years ago, you've got an expiry date coming.
Yes.
Like you have to realize that's not a thing anymore. Now we're even further than that, where it's like if you're not adopting AI and embracing it and using it in parts of your, and you don't have a CRM and you don't have automations and you don't have a process, you have an expiry date as well. And I mean, we're not saying it in a mean way. It's just like realistically, you have to adapt like anyone in business. Like travel agents used to be a massive thing. Now there still are travel agents that are tech enabled and usually are niched into a certain thing, like travel to, I don't know, Mount Everest or something. That's probably an important thing as well as brokers is to have a niche and focus on that. But no, I appreciate that. And I agree. I don't think we're there, but there are signs. What would you say is the hardest part for the AI to figure out? Is it doc collection? Is it some of the scenarios? I mean, relationships are hard for it to, like, I think relationships with underwriters play a part in all of this, or relationships with banks that it can never replicate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the emotion. It is the relationship. It's just the understanding of what's going of the outside the box,
Yeah.
right? Like it's
Yeah.
the I don't want to use the term negotiation, but the negotiation with an underwriter, or talking to a realtor about timelines and stuff. Hey, I can probably swing this, but I can't swing that. Just go try this. Like though that kind of out of the box thinking, because AI is programmed, right? It's this is what is happening, and I think again that's where let your tech do tech stuff. You go do human stuff,
Yeah.
right? That's where that separation's got to happen. Get off the damn spreadsheet. Like seriously, dude, why are you using a bloody spreadsheet? Like
Yeah.
that blows my mind, right? So that
Yeah. I agree.
I use it to my assistants all the time. Where I remember when I first started this journey, there was a lot of manual stuff they were doing, and then I started taking stuff away. I'm like, or not taking stuff away, but I'm like, hey, computer does that now. But I've said we're going to give you this instead. And the one girl goes, "Just are you going to need us anymore?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to need your brain and your human stuff to do stuff. The computer's going to do the computer stuff, right? I
Yeah.
don't want you emailing the guy at 11 a.m. at the lawyer's office. No, you're going to go and make sure the docs are right because the computer can't do that,
Yeah.
right? So
More
Yeah,
valuable
it's
work. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like the value add stuff. Like,
yeah.
it's for example, how many Kodak stock do you own?
Are
Or
they even
Blockbuster?
publicly traded right now?
Right,
Yeah.
Blockbuster. They didn't buy Netflix. Netflix wasn't
I
the next
know. It's
thing.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
embrace it, man, or otherwise, guess what?
Yeah.
You're Blockbuster and Kodak.